another practice that is considering the psychological constitutions. So tonight, though, we're going to try to move away from when we get too rajaic. When we are too rajaic, that means we get stuck in aggressiveness and competitiveness. And so we want to bring in a practice of ease. That is going to be our mantra throughout the class. So we are doing a class today that is considering the psychological constitution of Ayurveda that is more rajaic, and we're trying to calm it down, right? Because we're trying to move ourselves towards being Suffolk. Okay, so mantra for the practice, ease. So let's get started. All right. And there's my beautiful Tina. She's so pretty. Okay, now my mic is doing things. So hopefully it doesn't fall off. I have to glue it down. There's always something going on with the computers and I'm telling you. All right, so let's come to our mat. You will need a block today. You will also possibly need to have a strap because we are going to be doing some standing postures today that if you can't grab your toe, you will need a strap. So let's come to the mat and stand up. All right, let's warm up. All right, now we want to start with ease. That is what we are focused on. So we're going to start out by just bringing some movement with a sense of ease, moving gently with flow. So we're not going to move with any kind of intensity because that's going to increase the competitiveness and the aggressiveness. And we want to really pay attention to how we're breathing, to placing the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth, and then softening your face, softening your eyes and your gaze. Good. And then inhaling up. Good. And then exhale, we're going to release down. And then inhale up. And it's just a gentle flow and down. And then up. Good. And down. And up. And down. Okay. Couple more. And down. And up. And down. Good. And then we're going to hold it here and very gently holding this posture, Utkatasana, but you want to do it in a way where you're softening your face and really trying to connect with a heart-centeredness. Good. And then coming up, and as we come up, we're going to then reach up and drop into a forward fold. So you're going to go all the way down and then inhale up and all the way down and moving with ease. Inhale up and all the way down. And we're going to do one more. And inhale up and all the way down. Excellent. And then from there, we're going to step back into down dog. Good. Right leg lifts up and then draw it in. Drop the back heel and lift up. And then release down. And we're going to do this 4 times. Scooping up and down. Scooping up and down. And up and down. One more. Up, pause here. And then at the end of your pause, rotate. Hold the rotation. Kind of squeeze out your spine. Excellent. Hands to the ground, step back, down dog. Good. And then the other leg steps forward. Drop your back heel and come up. Good. Again, 4 times down and up, up. Reach and down and lift and down and lift and down. One more and lift, hold. Good, and then rotate. Nice. And again, you want to squeeze out the spine, release tension from the day. I know it's getting warm. Then hands to the ground and step back. Good. From there, draw both heels down. Then releasing down onto your knees. And I do want you to separate your knees a little bit. And then what we're going to do is extend the right leg, left arm, and then bring it in and switch sides. And bring it in. Right, left, left, right. Remember, soften your face, ease in your breath, ease in your body. And reach. And reach. Good. Right leg, left arm, hold. Keep lifting the leg up. Very good for your back, strengthening the core. Good. Now the left hand comes down and you're going to take the leg out to the side. So Tina's going to, yep. And then reach your hands out and drop your butt back, forehead down, or to a block. Good. Then coming back up. And that leg is going to come up, bend the knee, and you're going to take it over the other leg. Curl your toes under. Good. Then take your right hand and reach it under. Turn your head. Come out of it and release. Extend your left leg, right arm. Hold. Then take that left leg out to the side and extend your arms out. Release your forehead down. Good, and then that leg comes up. You're going to bend the knee. It goes over the other leg. Flex your foot. Shift your hips back. Drive your left shoulder under and look to the side. Now, if you're falling over, it just means that you need to separate your feet more. That's all. Good, then coming out of it. Ooh, I lost my mic. Tina, give me my mic. It's because it needs to be re-glued. All right, then coming out of that, you come back into a crawling position. And then we're going to shift forward and slowly lower with ease. Good. Now, I want you to undulate the spine a little bit. So then you lift, roll back, draw your hips back. Then come in. Now, as you come in, you're going to round. So you're rounding the low back, tucking the tail. Then shift forward. Now shift. Press your pubic bone down. Slowly release. Lower. One vertebra at a time. Then roll back up. And then again, you're going to round. Good. Come up. Tuck. Like you're doing a cat. Shifting forward. Shift your hips. Release. Down. And come back up. And go back. Good. 2 more. Lift. Now you're tucking the tail. And then now shift it. Lower. Come back up. Do that with ease. We're warming up the spine. Good. And last one. Tuck. Shift forward. Lower. Yes. And then come back up. Great. And curl your toes under, down dog. Good. Right leg is now going to step forward for a high lunge. In other words, you keep your back knee lifted. Good. Then your right hand, so the foot that's in front, that hand reaches up and you're going in a circle and down. And then up and down. Two more. Reach up and down. One more. Reach up and then hold it. Nice. Then release. Now drop your back knee and release your foot out and shift your hips forward. Release the low back. Now, when we're really trying to calm down the aggressiveness, the competitiveness that happens in our Pitta individuals, it means we have to address where Pitta gets stored in the body, which is in the middle section of the torso. So the small intestines, the liver, all of that area. So that's why we add these rotations to really help release physically some of that Pitta energy. All right, stepping back, down dog. And from there, we're going to come up on the toes, round, and then we're shifting forward, lowering all the way down. Coming back up, slow. And then curling your toes under and then rolling back. Good, now the other leg steps forward, high lunge. So in other words, you keep that back leg lifted. Good, now the foot that's in front, that hand is going to reach up and you go in a circle. And this is great for the shoulder, open. Two more, reach. Nice. And up, hold. Nice. Good, and then we release the back knee down and hold it there. Let your hips shift forward. Beautiful. Good, and then from there, step back. Down dog. And then you're going to come up on the toes, slowly rounding, lower, all the way down. Come back up, and then go back, down dog. Hold it. Anytime you need to take child's pose, you take it. Now, I do not want you doing any kind of intensity. Oh, what's going on here? There's a glare from the window. No more. All right. So remember, we're moving with ease. That is our mantra. Keep it really gentle today. We are trying to move towards being more Sattvic, but we are addressing what happens with those Pitta individuals where they get intense, they get competitive, they get aggressive. That's why I do not recommend hot yoga for those people, not for the Vata people either. All right, now we're going to combine the warrior one with the high lunge. So right leg comes up, step forward, warrior one, drop your back heel, come back up. Remember this? And then down, scoop back up, and down. One more, up, hold it, and then we rotate. Bend the knee. Now see if you could drop, come into the elbow, and bring your hands together. So it's a little bit deeper. It's a deeper rotation. I'm having a mic issue. Oh, well. Okay, there you are. Beautiful. Okay, hands to the ground and step back. Now drop down onto your knees and shift forward. We're going to slowly lower. Come back up, roll up. Take it back, tuck. Now right leg comes up again and we step it forward for the high lunge and circle with that same leg as the front leg, same arm. Good. And then hold. Hold it there. And then drop your back knee and lean back. Open up with ease, as if you're trying to bring in a little bit more breath. And I've shifted to the baby toe side of the front leg, no problem. And then release. Step back, down dog. From there, you come up on the toes, you're rounding, 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 shifting, slowly lowering. Coming back up and back. Good, then the left leg steps forward, warrior one, and scoop up. And down, and up, and down, and up. Hold, and rotate. Good. And then see if you could drop that elbow down, hook it, bring your hands together, thumbs to your heart. Good. And then release and step back. Drop down onto your knees and shift forward, slowly lower. And roll up and go back. Then the left leg steps forward, high lunge. And then the left arm comes up in a circle and back around and then up and back around and then up, and we hold. And then dropping the back knee and then opening up the chest, going to the baby toe side of the front foot, no problem. Swing the arm around, step back, down dog. Then coming up on the toes, rounding, slowly lower. And lift back up. And release child's pose. Open up the knees, release your arms to your side. Hold it there.
No trouble.
Great. All right, and then coming up, back into down dog. Right leg is going to come up. We're going to start out in warrior two, and then we're going to end up in Trikonasana. So opening up, bending the knee. And we're doing this with ease. Remember, warrior poses, there tends to be an intensity, but we're not going to stay in it. We're going to lift and straighten the leg, and then lower back into warrior two. And then lift, straighten, and lower. Two more, reach, and lower. And one more, reach. And this time we keep it straight. Now, you might need to adjust your back foot in a little bit. And then we lower with a straight leg into Trikonasana. Now, if you need a block, you can use a block, but you're going to place your block, or if your hand goes onto the ground, it's going to go on the ground on the baby toe side of the foot. Okay, so you're here. Straight leg. Keep the torso lined up with the front leg. Ease, softening your face, softening your eyes, and then releasing the arm around. Good, and we're going to drop down and walk the foot over and go into pigeon.
All right.
Now you can use the block, place it right underneath your right glutes, and just release and lower. Good, and then from there, release, and you're going to step back. Good, left leg steps forward, warrior two, and come up. So we're not holding this warrior pose with any kind of intensity. So you're dropping down, and we straighten the leg and reach up, and lower again. And lift, and lower, and lift, and lower. One more, lift, lower. Okay, then you're going to come up, straighten the leg, adjust your back foot in. It's fine, you guys. And then Trikonasana. Okay, now You could do Trikonasana here, either with a block, baby toe side of the foot, or if your hand can go to the ground, it goes on the baby toe side, and you keep your torso lined up with the front leg. So if you're leaning forward, you need to come up a little bit higher and lean back. You might be up closer to the knee, it's fine. Bring some ease into your pose. Okay, watch your arm, you guys. Instead of dropping the arm down to the butt, bring it up towards the head. Then swinging the upper arm around, you're going to lower and walk the top foot over, and your block goes underneath the left glute. And lower. And holding pigeon. Okay, shift your extended leg hip down. Nice.
Nice.
Keep it there. Robin, somehow your thing unmuted, and I can't mute you. But it's unmuted, so every time you move, it's going to you. So somehow let me see if I can try to mute you. Yeah. So that's weird. I don't know how that. Oh, thank you. You did it. Thank you. That's weird, huh? All right, now step back. Down dog. Good. Then we're going to drop onto the knees and bring your legs to one side. Go to one side. And then sit back. Now you may need to sit on a blanket or a block, either one. Okay. Now I prefer a blanket, so it would look like this. Tina is going to do it sideways. Actually, can you face the side? So when you sit here, you're going to sit facing forward. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so she's going to face the side, and I'm going to face the front. Okay? Good. You got it? All right, now the top foot goes into the arch of the bottom foot. I call this sexy at the beach pose. And then you rotate. So we want to squeeze right here. This is where Pitta gets stuck, right here. We want to bring in some ease. So we're going to rotate. It's not a huge, crazy twist. In fact, there's ease in the breath with the diaphragm. We want to release tension that gets blocked up in the diaphragm. It's very common, you guys. When I'm doing a lot of the Marma treatments, I end up having to release people's diaphragm a lot because our will is right here in this center. And we try to will ourselves through life, and it gets exhausting. And it jams that whole area up. So just bring in some ease there. Good, and then release. Now, as you release, your top leg is going to go over the left, but then you extend the bottom leg out straight. And then rotate in the other direction. Nice. I know it looks like we're doing opposites because we are. Because I'm reversed in there. So yay. Excellent. And then we're going to add a forward fold here. So you're just going to take that knee, stack, take the foot, bottom of the foot goes up and shift forward, drop. There you go. And you could use a block for your head. And if you don't have a block, you could just use your fist. No problem. Okay, and then we're going to come out of that. Now taking your feet to the other side. And we are taking the top foot into the bottom foot. And then rotate. And it's gentle. Pitta likes competition. Remember, competition and aggressiveness of Pitta is tamasic. It's tamasic. It means that it's falling into that psychological energy, constitution, guna in Ayurveda that causes inertia. It can become very, very negative. Good, and then from there, coming out of that, and your top leg goes over, your bottom leg extends, and then we rotate in the other direction. Marvy thinks we forgot her. My dog does not think that she should be a dog outside. She thinks that she should be an indoor dog. She's like, hello, my doghouse is the house. She's funny. She's very bossy. Good. And then from there, you're going to drop the knee, stack the knees. Bottom of the foot goes up. Remember, the foot is closer to the hip now. And then you shift forward. No problem. Use a block. Or you can use your fists. It doesn't matter. Or you could take your head right to your knee. Whatever. Or if you're a little more flexible, you can take your block and put it on your shin and drop down that way. Good, and then we release. And now you're going to take the top leg with 2 fingers, grab the toe. Now here's where you might need a strap. You're going to 2 fingers come and they go between the big toe and the second toe, wrap around and open up. Extend your leg. Good. Then take it across the body. Grab the baby toe side of the foot. If that's not working for you, get a strap. Turn your toes down, heel up. Oh, now push through your heel. This is really intense for the back of the leg. Really good. Nice. And now pulling the arm in, you're going to cradle that leg and that foot goes into the opposite arm, elbow. And keep the foot lifted. Don't let it drop. Keep it lifted. And this opens up the glutes. Nice, you guys. Ease. Do it with ease. Pitta people that tend to move towards competitiveness and aggressiveness need to stay away from those yoga practices that are going to increase that. Not good for them. Okay, so that means the Ashtanga, power yoga practices. It's not ideal. Okay, the other hand comes and grabs the big toe on the other side. Lift up. Take it out to the side first. Don't fall over. Sometimes bending the knee can help you guys if you're falling. Just bend the knee, it's fine. That's a modification. Good. And then from there, you're going to grab the baby toe side of the foot. Now turn the toe and push. Go across the body, extend your arm out. Ooh, push through the heel. Yes. Keep the chest lifted. And then bringing that knee in, and you're going to cradle that leg and bring the foot into the elbow of the opposite arm. Cradle the leg. Now, remember, do not let the foot drop. Keep it lifted. And then release from there, shaking those legs out, right? And we're going on to our back. Draw your knees in. And again, we're going to hug and rock side to side. Open up your arms and take your legs to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side. Oh my gosh, this thing just keeps falling. Bring out the glue. Oh my God, Tina, before you got here, I had a whole bunch of stuff fall behind my washing machine and dryer. And I was between the wall and the washing machine and dryer. It really was a two-person job, and somehow I had to do it on my own. It was so bad. I had a bunch of stuff that fell back there. I was like, oh my God, this is incredibly awful. Okay, legs come up. Would have been a good comedy show, though.
You get stuck, yeah.
Oh my God. Tina! Yeah. Turn your head and look in the opposite direction. Oh, the things you got to do when you live on your own.
I would have saved you.
Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh.
I had a bird once. He was a little old and he fell behind.
A bird?
Yeah, like a little. Yeah.
Like a parakeet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He fell behind a little cupboard thing.
Oh no, like a cabinet?
Yeah.
Oh my God, your bird fell behind the cabinet and couldn't get out.
No, we saved him. That's fine.
Oh. I heard a really incredible bird story, actually. I should tell you guys now. Okay, now feet together, feet not together, they're hip width apart, but find your heels with the middle finger of your hand and then lift up. Walk your shoulders underneath. All right, so what are we trying to cultivate with Pitta? How do we move Pitta towards being more Sattvic? Remember what Sattvic is for Pitta. It's understanding and knowingness. They move into being able to just have compassion and understand. It's so great being able to take our practices here and apply them towards all of these Ayurvedic principles. And remember, Ayurveda and yoga, they they are based on the same principles. So you're using all the same foundations. It's the same. They're sister sciences. They're not going to contradict each other. And then we release down. Good. And draw your knees in again. And hug. And rock side to side, bringing in ease. Remember, Pitta thinks that they always need to beat themselves into the ground because they're competitive. They got to outdo themselves. And we want to just bring in some ease, some joy, some playfulness. Not everything has to be so intense. Good. And then from there, holy moly, we're going to extend our legs out to the corners of the mat and arms release and going right into Shavasana. So cover your eyes. Oh, I love it. You have an eye mask now. I think you've had it.
I have for what? See, it was a gift from Sina.
Oh, Sina, I miss her. Keep letting that body relax with ease. Remember, we're bringing that intention even into our Shavasana, corpse pose. Okay, and begin to deepen your breath. Allow some movement into your fingers and toes and gently roll to your right side with ease. And then gently bringing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your hands together, connecting your thumbs. Again, taking a moment to bring in ease. Ease into the whole body, softening with ease into your skin, your muscles. Let your facial expressions soften, eyeballs soften in ease. Relaxing your tongue, relaxing your palate, relaxing your throat. And may you have a wonderful evening. Namaste.